So this one here is pretty self-explanatory when you look at it. Obviously we have a gap here in a machine for a cable to go through. The lip on the back of the door goes inside and then the door sits flush, right? But then there's a piece so it won't come out this way, and then you've got your cleat to hold it from pushing inwards, right? So that it blocks it all in properly. This cable and this channel for the cable has been cut lower than the piece for the door, so it obviously doesn't impact that or whatever. But with the door being closed, this stays in place, so it won't go anywhere. But if you take the door off for transport, you can put the cable on the inside and then go from there. So this is a very rudimentary, old school way of wire management for your power cable. I used to do this on Pac-Man machines and stuff like that all the time. You'll see this like throughout arcade cabinet building history and all that fun stuff. So this is one way of doing it. So we're going to show you how we're going to do it on our small little itty bitty cabinet, and then we're also going to do a different way that has a hole for a power plug so that it can be removed, so you have a flush mount on that as well. So it'll give you a couple different options. All right, so here is our small cabinet that we're going to do this off of. Now, we chose this cabinet just because it's very easy for us to do it this way. Now, you can do it any way you want, and you can put it in any place you want. So sometimes people want it in the center, sometimes you want it to the left, right, wherever you're going to put your power to make your cable as long as possible, that type of a thing. We're going to put it off on the left here, just like I showed you in the previous video of where it's going. The reason why we're going to do it here on this specific cabinet is we're going to use the edge, our lip here, to guide our palm router. So we're going to go down just past where we need to be to stay away and stay clear of our door jamb that's going to go in there. I'll show you how all that works when we're all done here. So make sure to watch the whole video before you get going on this. But it works out to be pretty darn close just by default for the distance for that router bit to be up in this area. It doesn't matter where you put it. So it depends on how picky you're going to be. For purposes of this video, we are just going to do it on this one so we could use the lip edge there as our guide. If you want, you can also nail a piece to the outside before you finish your cabinet, obviously, because you want to fix that if there's an issue. Or you can put another guide along here with your cleat wood and then go from the other side and then go down and that type of a thing. So the other thing we're going to do is we are going to go on a double pass, okay? It's a larger bit that we're using to accommodate the cable thickness that we're using. So obviously you can't do 1/4 inch, that type of a thing. So this one here is, I think it's like 3/8 or half. So what we're gonna do with that is go halfway through and then adjust the palm router again and go the full distance so that we don't put a lot of strain on that actual router, all right? So he's gonna get going. I'm gonna come from the other side and you can get started on that. All right, so our lovely hand model, Brandon, is going to be showing you how this bad boy works. So hopefully you can see here. I'm just trying to clear out the shadows, cast in light here. And we're gonna give her. So as you can see, even just going halfway through, it is a little bit taxing on the actual bit. You can see how he's just eyeballed the measurement on it to make sure that it goes all the way through. This is plywood, so no matter what happens with plywood, you're always going to get a little bit of smoking. It's going to get a little bit of that squeak and squeal to it as well, more than MDF probably will. Unless you have a really dull bit, then it'll do it on everything. But okay, we're going to go in the rest of the full way here for you. All right, so we're all the way through there, and I'll show you the fit and fitment with the door when we put it in. As you can see here in the back, we've cleaned it up. I got rid of the light there just in case it was a little too bright, but you can see our little groove here that we've cut out here with our router. Now, I will probably clean this up obviously and do all that stuff when it's all done. I just want to show you the fitment of it right now. So this is the flange on the back of the door that I was talking about. So if you built your door the same way as us, then what happens is that you get that little lip on the bottom. Now, you don't need much more than 1/4 inch on the back there. It just makes it stronger to make it big that way, and it just makes it a little bit more robust, I guess, in the end. So you don't have to go as deep as we went here, but we're gonna fit the door in here, and I'll show you the gap that we left behind, just so that you can understand how it all goes together, just in case. Right, so then now we've got a huge gap there for our cable, so that it's not going to get pinched, it's not going to get clipped or break or do anything on that side there, right? So there you go. That's how you get your power in and out of a machine in a very, very simple and rudimentary way that's been done forever. So if it ain't broke, why fix it? We are going to show you a couple different other options and ideas with a power EMI filter that we use so that you can get a flush mount. So it's one of these bad boys here. So we'll cut our hole in there and we'll show you how it's going to look in the end. All right, see you in the next one.